Hi guys, Steph here. Okay, so what have we got for you today? Well, today we've got for you people out there a very nice, handsome fountain pen. Now, this particular pen, or should I say pen set, was actually seen by a viewer who saw it and said, can I reserve it subject to restoration? And as always, I said, of course you can. And the gentleman actually saw the video in my recent pen haul. Here it is. Now, as you can see, the box is rather tatty. There you go, but the pen is actually not in bad condition. It's got a few little issues. You can see we've got a little bit of a bend in the nib there, but yeah, a little bit of TLC. Hopefully we'll get it all right. And after that TLC, as you can see, here's that box in question. And unfortunately, there's not a great deal we can do with the box. It's still a rather tatty box. But if I take the lid off, which comes completely off, you can see it's a Swan pen with a fine point pencil, both made by Mabie Todd and Company Limited. So let's get the pen out. Let's get the pencil out. Pop this to one side. Very briefly, let's show you the pencil. As I said, we've got a fine point pencil. As you can see there, Mabie Todd and Company, made in England, etc. In nice condition. And I've checked it. It looks to be in working order. But yes, it's the matching pencil for this particular fountain pen. So it's the fine point pencil. So we'll pop that to one side because, as you people know, I'm a fountain pen man. So we'll concentrate on this gorgeous, handsome fountain pen. So let's take you straight to the barrel imprint first of all. And there you have it. It says Swan Leverless pen. Just underneath it has patent number 390585. To the left it has Mabie Todd and Company Limited. To the centre it's got the Swan logo. And then to the right, made in England. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a lovely clear barrel imprint. Now the model on this particular pen, as you can see on the bottom there, is the 2060. So the 2060 fountain pen. So some of you people, I've actually shown you this pen before in the past, but I just thought I'd show you before and after. But yeah, the 2060, I've mentioned it in the past. Swan Mabie Todd also launched a 2060 around about the 1930s. And that particular one had what we term as flat ends. Okay, so some of you may look at this and say, oh, my 2060 is different. And you may have the one with the, as I said, the flat ends. And then 1940s, Swan Mabie Todd brought out this model, the 2060 again, but in this lovely torpedo shape, as you can see here. So this one is the slightly later version, and as I said, around about 1940s. Now the size of this pen, from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, it's a lovely 139 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, it's a lovely chunky 13 millimeters in diameter. So as you can quite rightly see, it's, yeah, I would class this as a oversized pen. So if you were actually in the boardroom with this one, I'm sure you'd get some very admiring looks. The cap, it has 3 cap bands. You can see it's got a slightly broader one to the centre to sort of slightly narrow ones to each side there. It's got the very recognisable Swan Mabie Todd ball clip, as you can see there, with the Swan logo to the very top. And as we mentioned before, you can see, you know, it finishes to a peak to the very top there, which sort of matches the sort of knurled knob to the bottom of the barrel there. Now, for you people that don't know, this is, as I said, it's a Swan leverless, and what the Swan leverless means is that, well, self-explanatory, it doesn't have a lever, it has this particular knob here. And what we do, this one, as I say, has been fully disassembled, everything been internally has been cleaned, we've put a brand new sack in it. Now, these particular pens, because of the way the filler system works inside, they tend to need a larger sized sack. Okay, you can see I've got two larger ones here, and this is the one that was used, the 24 by, is it 2 3/4, is it? Okay, so that's what we term as a necked sack, as you can see there. Okay, and what we do, we trim it slightly to fit the pen, but basically the size 24 sack is needed to fill or to fit inside the whole barrel, inside the barrel. And then what happens is we turn this knob here as far as it'll go, like so, turn it back, and in effect there's a bar inside that basically sort of squashes this sack inside the barrel, and when you turn it back it goes back to its original position, and that, well, at that point it takes ink into the sack. So as I said, these pens need a larger size necked sack. So let's unscrew the cap for you. Let's show you the pen in a couple of different angles. And as I said, this one, the lucky gentleman, will be zooming its way across the pond tomorrow to the new owner. So if we go, you can see the threads there. It's got the section, somewhere on the section there to the back, you can see it has Swan on the section. The nib, the nice thing about these pens, they have the large number 6 Swan nib. So it's a Swan number 6 14 carat, Mabie Todd and Company Limited, and then hidden into the section it has made in England. So a lovely oversized nib. There's a sideways view. There's the feed, which also, if you can see there, has the word Swan. Everything is lovely and clean, as you can see there, as it should be. So, as I say, a very nice large nib, and especially with my large hands, very, very comfortable to hold and to write with. So what we'll do, let's just do a writing sample. Let's just dip the pen. As I say, I'm not going to fill it. I'm going to leave that pleasure to the new owner. So let's just dip it in the ink to my side here. And let's see how it writes. So what we've got is a Swan leverless, and the number of this one is the 2060, and it was made in England. Made in England, circa 1940s. It's actually a very nice writer indeed, nice and smooth. They don't tend to have any flex on these pens. They do tend to be, you know, a sort of quite a stiff nib, but yeah, very nice. A very nice writer. So there we have it. Let's just give that nib a little bit of a wipe. We'll clean that over, well, after the video, because it'll be going in the post to the new owner. Incidentally as well, if we just turn that slightly, there you go, there's the, so we've got a pencil, also writing quite nicely. So there we have it. There's the pencil, there's the fountain pen, there's a writing sample, writing very, very nice indeed. So a gorgeous, handsome, oversized fountain pen and a nice pencil as a bonus. So I hope you enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoyed showing them to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you will as well. And don't forget to subscribe. But for now, I'm just going to say Slava Ukraini from me and this lovely pen and pencil. Bye-bye for now.